Stay tuned after this program for some exciting retail offers on products seen in the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders country western workout video.
Warning. The scenes that you're about to see may be unbearable for some persons.
3, 2, 1.
Previously on VCR Party Live.
Yeah, Josh Schafer from Lunch Meat, our brother in VHS collecting, is here.
I guess we'll start with one of my favorites, the severed arm.
Turn it over to the other side. That'd be a great tattoo on your arm.
Oh, yeah. Would you do the slice, too?
Probably.
This is, if you're not a little crazy, you cannot come into my house. And it's this guy who looks a lot like a wolf.
Look at this Tweety bird. Do you think this is officially licensed Tweety bird? Or?
Do you have this one? Do you have this family album? It's a Jeremiah People on the side's family album. How much do you think this one cost?
I would hope that it was a favor, or probably $20.
No, 90 cents right there. You were
no,
looking
I'm thinking
right
about
at it.
how much it costs to draw it. I thought the Alien Dead, which is just
oh my
crazy
God.
Awesome.
This comes from England. It's called Hot Chili. I guess in England you can show boobs on the cover because there's a topless woman holding a flute.
This is Cinderella. But as you can see, this comes with free pack of gummy bears. No, I've never found it with the gummy bears.
It's a Target popcorn classic. You know, I feel like you want to watch a war crimes trial and get a free bag of Pop Secret inside.
Got some Burt Reynolds and Shark. This one where it's like, dang.
Yes.
Far superior. This is Oak Ridge Boys tape, but look who's presenting it. Totino's Pizza Rolls.
Oh, man. Did you get Totino's other line of VHS tapes called Burn the Roof of Your Mouth Hits? Here's another Bronson. Look at the drip on this cold sweat. I've always loved this cover, this Santa Claus cover of Fast Kill. Like all these diamonds, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite so far. This is my favorite so far.
This is a scimitar called The History of Lingerie. I'm a history buff, so I picked this up.
This is a gold tape, and everybody likes the gold tape.
What? 14 karat?
Yeah, this is 14 karat.
It's called David's Dulcimers. And then the person who sent it put a post-it note and said, boring video about dulcimers. Dulcimers.
All right. That's good.
Oh, that was a good one.
VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for a cassette that is only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. Melinda's.
Well, hello.
Hello, Melinda.
Welcome to VCR Party. It's a show where we watch VHS tapes. We have 14,000 of them, not to brag. We have 3,000 DVDs. We're not so proud of those. I'm Joe. There's Nick. There's Steve. And our special guest, Josh Schafer from Lunch Meat Magazine, the one and only.
Hey,
we
Josh.
love him. We love him.
Always thrilled to be here. Thank you.
So is that a new backdrop? You got a new backdrop. It's like you're in a video store or something. Like I haven't.
No, it was just it's. The
angle
it's
is tilted.
Different angle.
Yeah, I got you.
It's just like a couple inches.
Perspective. So. I got you. What are we? Welcome to the show, Josh. You always have good finds. You got any good new finds that you should that we should know about?
New finds, yes, I do. So these aren't new finds. So I brought some best covers, right? Because last time we did All-Star Classics. And that's because it's my favorite label. So I decided to start with something that's not a Star Classic, but looks like a Star Classic on Good Times, the Gorgon. I mean, look how cool this is.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Put that right up to the camera.
It looks like Star Classics, but it is not.
Yeah.
It had a few come out that were like this.
It's definitely influenced by Star Classics.
Hand-drawn.
Star Classics is influential.
Medusa is just the coolest, isn't she?
Totally.
Yeah, cool villain. What else you got for us?
This ghost on the loose. Look at this. It's just a house. It's not even like
is that
a
a
haunted
movie?
house.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looked like
Ghost on the loose. Bela
Okay.
Lugosi's name is spelled wrong on it.
it is. 2L.
Oh,
Wow.
he's like the selling point, and they misspelled his
Yeah.
name.
And I'm pretty sure it's ghosts on the loose. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Okay.
It should be
yeah,
called
so-
House on the Loose because it's just a house.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think they just took this from like a cover of a coloring book or something because this doesn't even look like a haunted house. There's no ghosts. Like you
No.
could put a skeleton right here,
Just
right?
a
Or a
normal
ghost.
home.
It's just kind of like a rundown house.
Comedy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a fixer upper.
It's it just looks like they need to fix the window, and I don't know, but yeah.
You got like 2 more to show us? Yeah, what else
Two
you got?
more, sure, yeah. So, Carnival of Souls.
Yeah,
This is
classic.
the cover of a Carnival of Souls. It is just the template for Movies and More Video System, which this is on. That's the name of the label. Movies and More Video System. It's just as you can see, the title treatment. There is no more than that.
That's
But
it.
I think the best part is like it does look great. It's awesome. It's very wow. But I want to read the back to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Cult flick, low budget, zombie story has girlfriends, plural, take a wrong turn off a bridge into the river. Dancing dead people, weird and scary. I think they mean scary. A good rainy Saturday afternoon. Perfect.
Okay.
You know what? That sounds like the notes that they gave to the copywriter. You know, they're
Right.
like, here's just
And
the
they
notes.
didn't
This is what
add
you
anything.
need to say, and then they just took
I
the
really
notes.
think you're right. I never really thought about
It's
that.
just
but,
bullet points with all the misspellings in them, and
Yeah,
that-
just kind of hit these points here. You know,
Oh,
All
I
right.
just realized this has a toll-free number. We should call it.
Oh, yeah. All right. Stay tuned. Anything else? You got one more to show us?
Well, and just to bring it back to Star Classics, 'cause I don't know if I showed this one or not, but last time, and if I did, forgive me, but this one just rips. Like this Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh yeah. I think you did, but I'll look at
come
it
on.
again.
I'm
I'll
just
look
gonna
at it.
rewind that for you. It is
That
gorgeous.
would have been
You
the
can't really
original
see
poster.
the detail on these leaves is
Yeah. No,
wild.
they do good work. Did you find out any more information about Star Classics? Did you track anybody down who maybe once owned Star Classics? No, nothing.
No toll-free number on the back of those? Okay.
Oh, I wish. I wish.
right. We'll put George on it, even though he doesn't do the show anymore.
He doesn't work here.
No.
So
We'll put him
we'll
on the
still put him
show.
on it. Let's get into a found footage festival classic. Let's get
All
this
right.
party started.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
I've been going through old hard drives. I found this one really old hard drive from our volume 1 show and found all these old clips that I completely forgot about. And one of them was the Caveman workout. You remember this one, Nick?
Is that with Dr. Hamner?
Dr. Hamner.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Dr. Hamner's
I remember
Caveman
it.
workout. And I think we got it on a CD-ROM or something, too.
Yeah.
It's technically not VHS, but I think it was shot on it was shot on something bad, poor, something. It's poor quality.
A camcorder of some kind, yeah.
But the idea is that this guy would just punch himself all over his body, and I guess that would make you get your muscles in shape or something, or tenderize you or something. But what we had is just this footage of it. It's not him explaining the process, but we remember when we went to his office, Nick. We went to this guy's office. We'll tell you the story when we after we watch the video.
We got to meet him.
Here's the Caveman workout. He's ripped.
He's wearing a body glove, like the guy from Living Color.
Doesn't he kind of look like a good-looking Santa?
Oh yeah, I could see the good looking sample.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like James Coburn.
What's with the lean?
What's that?
Oh, now he's doing the
the ham
same
bone.
guy that was doing all the claps and stuff. He does all the he's doing the rhythmic Have you seen that?
Yeah,
No.
folk rhythms. No, this is a different guy. Yeah,
Okay, well, they look a lot alike. All right,
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yep, there he is, Caveman workout.
Yeah.
So were we shooting we're shooting a sizzle reel? I think somebody like a producer said, "Let's do a found footage show," which they've said a million times. And then we shot a sizzle reel, and he's like, "Hey, let's track down some of the people in your videos." And I think we had just gotten the Dr. Hamner video, and we're like, "Oh, let's track this guy down." He was living in New York. We went to his office. He taught us how to do the Caveman workout. Nice guy. And then we invited him to a show we were doing at Caroline's. You remember that? And he came up on stage and did it. What's your memory of it, Nick?
Well, that he brought a whole table full of rowdy people, like extremely. I don't know if they're drunk or whatever, but they were constantly yapping and yammering during the whole show. And I was so mad at Dr. Hamner and his table by the time he got up. I was like, let's just get this over with. The show went long. It was a pretty high profile show for us at Caroline's in Times Square. I
remember we were competing against Louis C.K. Louis C.K. was in the room next to us. And I remember Dr. Hamner came up and he did the thing. Like, we're just like, oh, just do it for a little while. He did it for a really long time.
Yeah.
It went on for way too long. And I remember talking to our manager at the time and saying, hey, how'd you think the show went? He goes, a little long. It was good. It was a little long. It's because of Dr. Hamner.
I think about that all the time too. That's why we try to keep our shows really tight, our live shows, because that really outstayed its welcome, even for me.
Yeah.
But nice guy. Just his table was loud.
They were just kind of having conversations like during the show.
Yeah, like we weren't there. Steve, are you selling out to anybody this week?
I am selling out to Jim. Hold on, let me get my. There it is. So Melinda Jim had bought this for the Crystal Theater.
Okay.
The Verve Pipe will be playing there. For those who don't know, a multi-platinum alt-rock band who had the hit The Freshman. They'll be appearing there on Saturday, May 17th.
Where is the Crystal Theater?
I'm glad you asked, Joe. It's in Crystal Falls, Michigan, which is in the UP, the Upper Peninsula. And, once again, the Verve Pipe has made numerous television appearances, including The Tonight Show with Jay Leno and Late Night with David Letterman. Kristen Underhill, who is the theater's manager. Sorry, I'm not prepared to switch my. There it is. Now I can go. Boom. Kristen, I think he's doing this a little bit for her. Kristen Underhill, who is the theater's managing director, is hoping this will be a successful show or there will be consequences. So please go buy tickets online at thecrystaltheater.org.
Okay. I wonder how many viewers we have in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Probably a few. We know some people who live there.
Yeah. I like this sellout, though. Somebody sold out to sell out for another.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
It's a sellout eating its own sellout.
It's a nonprofit theater, so I think they're trying to do everything they can. Give love to the local.
We should look into the Crystal Theater to perform there sometime. I would. I like theaters like that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I like going to the UP in the summer usually. May is a good time to be there. So. All right, should we get to some funny names? You got any?
Yeah, I got one. Let's hold on a second. All right, here we go. Do you know about this segment, Josh, where we're trying to find all the funny names from VHS tapes?
No, but if I did, I would have baked a cake. I would have brought you some, dude.
I'm sure you have some sitting around, but here's what we have so far of every letter in the alphabet. We don't have any O's, U's, X's, or Y's. So if you can look around your office for some funny names that start with those letters.
Oh, that sounds like the frustration of not finding them. O-U-X-Y. I can't find these,
Yeah. Do any pop out as being particularly funny to you, Josh? Any?
Phoebe Weeby's pretty good. I don't know. I feel like that's really good. I mean, there's
classic.
Let's see. Chuck Neighbors, is that from the video, like where you buy stuff? Is that him?
I think it's from a video on how to usher in a church.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it said Guido Mooseburger at first, which was
that's part of the reason it's funny. That's part of the reason
because it does.
Funny. Yeah.
Steve Urkel, oh come on, that guy's gonna have the worst life ever, dude. Like,
I know.
It's like
lots of honorable mentions too, and we are going to add an honorable mention today because we have two very common letters coming up. But the title of this video is very funny too, which has given me an idea for a new corner coming up. But we'll cross.
I wonder what that'll be. Okay.
All right, here we go. Here's the new funny name. The Gunting is the name of the title. Is the title of the video.
Yeah, already a great title. We're off to a good start. And Spyderco is kind of funny too.
It is.
I'm really glad that there's a G at the end of that word, because if not, you might get confused. As
right, you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
right.
It doesn't look like Gunting from here.
Here he is. There's our funny name guy. Bram Frank.
Yes.
Bram Frank.
If it can't be sung to get a job, then it's not a funny name. I think
he's in the Reed Flake category. Bram Frank is in the Reed Flake category.
Right.
There's still more of the video. Let me play more.
So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Bram Frank.
Hi, I'm Bram Frank.
There it is, right. Bram Frank. Honorable mentions.
Okay, that's filling up.
Yep.
Honorable mentions. But
you know what though? I think if his name was Frank Bram, it wouldn't be a funny name. I think the fact that it's Bram Frank makes it funny.
I agree. I agree.
I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah. For why?
Mm-hmm.
Because Czar is 3 letters, and on Z, what if you put your? Like it's YOR, like why you're the hunter of the future. Have you ever that cover that movie?
Oh yeah, from the movie.
Just to be a suggestion, but I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Right. I mean, I could probably find you a better one. I got so many weird names around here, you wouldn't even believe it.
Keep your eyes open for it. Yeah, it has to be a real person's name. Although some people think that Sally Buttcakes isn't a real name. But
wait, so somebody's Czar?
Yeah.
Czar is his real name. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy named Czar. Quetzal's in the credits of a New Age video. Yeah.
Yep.
So those
all real names.
Are all real. Well, yeah.
But Guido Moosberger, there was no question on that one. That was.
Yeah. It does look like Moosberger.
I know.
I think that's how it should be pronounced. Is Moosberger.
Yeah.
Moosberger.
All right, let's get into this week in screeners. Let's do it, Steve.
You may say it's a screener, but it's not the only one. I hope Tuesday we will watch some criminal penalties for unauthorized duplication or distribution.
All right, now these are you have some of these too, Josh, right? Like video store screeners that they would send to video stores to try to get you to order tapes. They're great. It's always fun when you come across one, and I've been taking stock of the ones in our collection. I found a couple I think you'll like. The first one is for Angus. You familiar with Angus?
Of course, this is one of my favorite movies, dog. Love this movie.
All right. So this one, there's some merchandise you can get if you order enough copies of Angus.
Dumb and Dumber Do Junior High, as the producer of Cool Runnings presents a hip, hilarious, star-powered rock and roll romp for the entire family. Now on video cassette, it's a comedy with a big heart and then some. Angus. Featuring Oscar winners Kathy Bates, George C. Scott, and Rita Moreno. And hot young stars Ariana Richards of Jurassic Park and Chris Owen of Major Payne. All powered by a hit soundtrack currently topping the charts with songs by platinum sellers Green Day, Weezer, and Ash. Angus will score major consumer awareness and big retail profits with a 60-day pay-per-view window, $6 million at the box office, over $10 million in national print and television advertising, post-street date ads on Turner Networks, and consumer radio promotions. Plus, when you buy the 4-pack, you'll get an exclusive Angus nightshirt and a 7-cap free.
What's the 7-cap?
The movie 7, I think.
There's
right?
many of them, dude.
And a 7-cap. Okay, but they must have had leftovers.
That's what I'm saying. They must have had too many. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd wear the 7-cap with the Angus nightshirt. I think that'd be.
That's not the way the movie's.
Oh
written,
yeah,
though, right?
Yeah, but the marketing often gets the
7
names
a band? Is 7 a band on because there were some obscure grunge bands on here too. Like there was Green Day and Ash and Weezer. I don't know.
Maybe, but you think they would have set it up, you know?
You would think that they would explain the 7 cap if they're going to say it, if it's a selling point.
Right.
Also, I know this night shirt. I know this shirt. I always just thought they would have they only had triple XL shirts because they're always huge when I see them, but it makes sense that they're night shirts.
Oh, it's a night shirt, so they only had that size.
So I didn't realize that, but whenever I find, they're always expensive, so it's hard to, I can't grab it. So it's but they're always huge. And I'm like, man, am I ever going to find one that's not 3X, you know?
Just wear it to sleep. Get one and wear it to sleep. We got to get to the bottom of the 7 cap.
Angus, now available on video from Turner Home Entertainment.
Okay, the next one I have is from Orion Pictures. Put out a 3-pack that had trailers and selling points for 3 movies. One was Mac and Me, and this was the 3-pack: Mac and Me, Babette's Feast, and Au revoir les enfants, or however you say that movie. So 2 French movies and Mac and Me. That was the 3-pack they offered. Here's a little bit of Mac and Me.
If you think there's a shortage of family fare on video, never fear, cause Mac and Me is here. When an alien family takes an unexpected trip to Earth,
Creature from outer space.
little Mac is all alone until he finds a new family.
It's Eric's friend, Ma, the one he's been trying to tell us about. They caught him in a vacuum cleaner.
Orion backs this heartwarming release with this ad appearing in these trade publications, these enthusiast publications, and these consumer publications for a combined circulation of over 7 million. To further boost your sales, we're providing this beautiful poster, this full-color brochure, this attractive standee that your customers will love, and this cassette box that's out of this world. Remember, your order cutoff date is March 14, and the street date is March 30th. Don't miss out on a movie the whole family will enjoy, Mac and Me. Coming this March from Orion Home Video.
I want a Mac and Me brochure.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm not trying to be rude. That was weak. It's you see how hard they were pushing the adjectives? This beautiful poster.
Yeah.
It's we're doing the bare minimum here. We're giving you a sheet and a poster. But Mac and Me, great rental. I mean, amazing movie. Cult classic. I love that.
Yeah, definitely. I think we should do some sort of a game where it's a trailer for a science fiction movie or something called "Will They Say It's Out of This World?"
Mm-hmm.
You know,
if it has to do with space and they don't, that's a missed opportunity. 100%.
It's weird if they don't say it's out of this world.
Yeah. Marketing people are very uncreative when it comes to selling movies, especially about space.
And a beautiful poster that's out of this world.
Josh, next time you're on the show, I want to see you in an Angus nightshirt. Okay, can I make that request?
Yeah, I mean we can work on it. I know ways to make it happen.
Wear it to VHS Fest. Once it gets late.
I'm just gonna wear the nightshirt though, nothing else.
Oh yeah,
Angus nightshirt and just flip flops, and I'm just
yes. All right, I want to see that.
And wear your finest 7 cap too,
please.
Whatever that is.
I'm gonna make us all bootleg caps that just have the letter 7. Excuse me, the numbers.
Yeah, perfect. That's a 7 cap.
That's a 7 cap. That counts.
Made it today.
I think it should be Angus, but with instead of the G, it's a 7 there. Just never explained.
Yeah,
that's a way better idea.
All right, I like it. Right.
Hey, let's fawn over some celebrities. Let's roll the celebrity bullshit.
Celebrity bullshit. Celebrity bullshit.
This is where we fawn over celebrities. We have a lot of celebrities on VHS tapes, and we try to find weird ones. This, let's see, this is the one right here. This featured a celebrity. I wasn't expecting it. So who gave this? I don't know who gave this to us, but it's humor and aging. What does that say after it? VNR package.
Oh, VNR package.
It's a weird video. I think that was a video of raw footage given to an editor. It's only 8 minutes long, but it's here's the B-roll. Here are the lower thirds. Here are some sound bites. And then they end with the PSA. So we'll know the celebrity at the end of it, but I'll give you a hint. It's probably from the early 90s. He was an old celebrity, and I would say like he was at the top of his game. I don't know what he was like in the 60s and 70s and everything, but like I definitely knew about him, and I had seen movies with him. Very old. Who do you think it was?
George Burns.
He's missing George Burns.
Milton Berle?
Milton Berle. Okay, 2 George Burnses and 1 Milton Berle. Let's take a look at Humor and Aging. So this is how the video starts. Package includes video news release, lower third IDs, B-roll, and I blocked out the celebrity. I want it to be a surprise.
Okay.
All right. Here's the B-roll part.
3! Yeah, I can smell the cigar from here.
What's that?
I can smell the cigar from here, man.
Oh, yeah? Pretty cocky.
More B-roll.
I love this B-roll.
All right, here's the selected soundbite.
Humor is the secret weapon. It puts things into perspective, relieves stress, and adds quality to time.
There it is.
It is.
Nice.
Okay, there's another celebrity here too, and you're looking at him right now. Who is it? I mean, it's obvious, right? The guy on the right. Who is it?
That Goot?
Nope.
Steve Gutenberg?
Nope.
An elderly Gutenberg.
While I sing you the news.
Dr.
Oh,
Gene
Donny
Cohen.
Osmond? Or no,
Is that one of the
Donny
monkeys?
Nope.
Hmm.
Starts with a B.
Barney.
Yeah.
Bob Hedges.
Bobby Vinton.
Ah, shoot, give me my tongue.
Okay.
The Institute on Aging talks with George Burns.
Hi.
And Bobby Vinton.
How you doing?
About growing older.
I've learned that you can't help getting older, but you don't have to get old.
What has your doctor advised you about smoking and drinking?
My doctor was dead.
For free tips on healthy aging, call 1-800-222-2225.
Got it.
There we go. Celebrity bullshit. There you have it.
Wow.
You guys got it. George Burns. Nobody
I was
got Bobby
thinking,
Vinton.
Milton Berle has an exercise tape. I thought
He
it might
does. I think that's what you're thinking. I was going to say that had to be. But you described it really well, Joe. Right? Like we both got it pretty much the same time, and I felt like you described it really well.
Well, just saying he's really old. I think that's what because he died at
Top of
100.
his game in movies.
I was gonna guess Methuselah, but I thought he was dead by the 90s. All right, let's get into Flying Windows this week. Here we go. Trying to find some good flying windows, and then lo and behold, as I'm editing the religious exercise video I'm going to show you later, at the end of it there's a promo for a theater in the Smoky Mountains that had like a live show, kind of like Branson but in Tennessee. So here it is. Here's the promo. The flying windows are a bit secondary, but I thought the footage was worth showing.
You just may get a chance to showcase your own talent when you attend the Bob Eubanks $25,000 game show. Things can definitely get a little crazy around here, but the zanier you act, the better your chances of winning thousands of dollars in cash and prizes. This is an audience participation game show, so don't be surprised if Bob Eubanks or T. Bubba Bechtel pick you as one of the many contestants to play the games. You'll roar with laughter as contestants perform crazy acts in order to win fabulous prizes like cash, an all-expense-paid vacation, or even a brand new car. After showcasing your talent on the game show, take in the talent of some of the biggest stars in music today. The comedy of T. Bubba Bechtel is also featured in the Christmas production.
So, Governor's Crossing Theater Outlet Center and Dining.
Didn't you cross paths with Bob Eubanks?
Yes, I went to a taping of Card Sharks when I was an overweight 6th grader, I think. No, I think like 4th or 5th grade. And Eubanks, I asked a question. Lee Merriweather was the celebrity guest on Card Sharks, Catwoman from Batman. And I asked a question, and I wish I could remember what I asked, but it got a laugh, whatever it did. And I thought, this is my show business break. I just got to laugh in front of a studio audience at Card Sharks.
There was
And
a scout in the audience.
Yep. Well, Bob Eubanks said, "Hey, kid, you're funny. Stick around, and I want to talk to you after the show." And I was like, I couldn't believe it. I told my parents, like, we got to wait. So I went to the front of the stage, and whoever the announcer was, I feel like it was the same announcer. It was like Rod Roddy from
Yeah.
I can't remember the announcer.
Yeah.
But I was talking to him, and he was like talking to people and signing autographs. And I said, Mr. Eubanks wanted to talk to me after the show. He goes, "Oh, Bob's already on his way home." He had immediately left after the taping. He was probably in a convertible, driving back to Santa Monica. He completely forgot
Is
about
Eubanks still with us?
That's a good question.
Can you track him down, Nick, and just see what he wanted?
I should, yeah.
I bet he could maybe he would remember it. I mean, that would be really cool if you could like revisit that moment. If he was still around. I don't know.
He's 87 years old. He could be hosting Humor and Aging for all we know.
Yeah.
So you're right. Maybe we could get a reunion going.
In the meantime, though, Joe can tell his T. Bubba Bechtel story. I think he had a really funny.
I crossed paths with him. Yeah,
I don't want to steal the spotlight here.
Yeah. No, I'll save that for another day. But
Okay.
All right.
T. Bubba and I, we go way back.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes. Let's rock some raps.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
All right. Who wants to go? Josh, why don't you go first?
Yeah. So, Josh, I didn't tell you. You sent me a bunch of clips. Here's what I picked out to show first was Vestron 1988 sampler. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so this is the, if you did not get a chance to go to the VSDA, which was the Video Software Dealers Association, they had, conventions to show what was coming and new and all those kind of things. And if you did not get to go, they send these to video stores and video retailers and, anybody that was in the video business that was interested in buying videos. So this is like a recap of what happened that year for Vestron and also what Vestron was doing that year.
It's about a 14-minute video, but I just cut together like 2 minutes. So here we go.
Hot off the presses, it's the VSDA issue of the Natural Enquirer for inquiring minds like you.
Are Vestron's young guns really hot shots? What's the real relationship between Patrick and John Cameron Swayze? And what's the real Vestron advantage?
Inquiring minds want to know. And the
Oh, yeah, was that Parents? The
Parents,
Randy Quaid? Yeah. I remember that cover. They tried to have some fun, the marketing people, with this one. They didn't just phone it in like the McNamee folks.
Yeah, it's really entertaining. Yeah.
And the Natural Enquirer wants to put you in the know, naturally. This week, in our special VSDA issue, the Natural Enquirer exposes the bizarre and shocking truths behind the Vestron Advantage. Now, distributors and retailers are gobbling up Dirty Dancing, Platoon, Hoosiers, plus 17 other features at awesomely reduced prices, thanks to this delicious video gift package, co-promoted with NEST-LAS. Vestron sells the very best video.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the bathroom.
Out pops the sheer terror of Ghoulies 2 and Vestron's Halloween promo, The Butcher's Dozen. 13 horrifying titles featuring ghosts, ghouls, beasties, and other things that go bump in the night, all chopped down to a screamingly low holiday price. And Cindy Williams and Top Gun star Tom Skerritt in The Hunchback of UCLA.
For inquiring minds like me.
But it was Gene Vixen's pet ghoulie who phoned in the bottom line on the Vestron Advantage. Dealers continue to receive promotional materials.
Oh, I want this. Have you seen these in the wild, Josh?
Yeah, so I've never seen one in the wild. I've seen people that have them in their collections, and I believe someone recently in the past 5 years or so, maybe a little bit longer, made another version of them.
Oh, really? Like a modern
I think they only made like 25 or 50. I don't really know the details, but there's a different version. But yes, this.
Wow.
What's the brown thing coming?
That's a ghoulie. That's a ghoulie.
That's a ghoulie?
The other ghoulies.
Yeah. Okay.
Generous co-op advertising allowances, national sales and marketing programs, and updated sales information. The Natural Enquirer puts you in the know, naturally.
Did it right.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I really love the graphic they did for Dirty Dancing with the coming out of the Nestle's Crunch package.
Man, I want that. Like, for some reason, I hope that's real in some capacity.
Well, they do have the they show it at the end as a flyer, so like you could at least maybe find that flyer somewhere right there. Stars and bars.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Pretty cool, man.
Or maybe that's a standee. I don't know.
It looks
Anyway,
like a standee. It looks like a POP, like a point of purchase.
Yeah, yeah.
But I have to say, the one thing I want to say is they got some real guts to take their sponsor and then parody their, like, you know, NASTLES, the Vestron sold the very best. Like, look at the people at Nestle felt when they saw that. You know, they're like,
right.
Jolly good ribbing, chap.
Right, exactly. They're like, that's our thing.
I bet they never saw it probably. This is just video store owners. Joe, what do you have?
I got a video. So I was digitizing videos this week, and I got a video called Drug Abuse, and it's education about drugs. Like, I don't know, probably late 80s, early 90s. Is there an actual year on this thing? 1990. So golden age of video. This came out, and this is like DARE program era. But this video is very low budget. It's a guy, they set up a camera. They have some cameras on the people in the audience. And it's this old guy from Texas telling you about how bad drugs are. And it's mostly boring. I had it on the background, and it's mostly boring. But every so often, he would say some words that were exciting. So I put together all the exciting moments from this video in this little montage of drug abuse. And also, it's put out by a chemical company.
Huh?
The Agricultural Chemicals Division of Mobay Chemical Corporation presents more chemicals. So
man, that is highly ironic, dude.
I know.
I like to watch pretty girls run through cow pastures, particularly when they were dressed like those girls were. You really only find out about your friends after they're dead. See Dick? See Dick run? Run, Dick, run. I like Dick. I'd never heard of a 9-year-old alcoholic, yet she was chug-a-lugging this stuff and died. And the 76 people died, and death doesn't bother me much. 50 deaths is not a big thing. I see death all the time, so I've learned to live with death. So the 50 deaths don't bother me. He was 8 years old. He smoked 4 California Golden Browns to go to the bathroom on his own. Now you think about that. They're playing a little game called Fruit Salad. One night at our local hospital, I pumped 44 stomachs. 5 nights later, we pumped 65 stomachs. Are drugs serious? You bet your boots are serious. It's a drug called brown horse, but you gotta stick it under the skin somewhere. Well, you shoot it between your toes. Nobody knows if it's between the toes. Shoot it under your tongue. Before long, you're shooting it into your eyelids. But this is Dick. It's too late for Dick. Dick is dead. Jane is now a known drug addict. Yellow Jackets, Blue Dots, these are barbiturates. When you had diarrhea, she put a few drops in your food. And when you have that diarrhea, you really need that drug. Kill me, let me out of here, I don't want to live, let me die. Angel dust, magic mist, wobbleweed, powder from heaven. Sprinkle it on a cigarette and smoke it, you can drink it, you can inject it, you can snort it. And that little girl was loaded with angel dust. She had scratched so violently that she scratched her right eye out. And he took a pair of pliers and pulled all his teeth out. I saw a boy chew his fingers off to the bone. I saw a girl eat the flesh off her arm. Of a mother who took her 2 children, stuffed them in an oven, and baked them. Thank you very much.
That was a fairy tale. That was a Grimm's fairy tale.
This guy's full of fairy tales. That guy was full of fairy tales.
It was a witch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you think he drew those things on the?
I wondered about that. Like I bet he did.
One other question: isn't it barbiturates, or am I wrong?
That's what I thought too.
What do you call barbiturates or something?
Yeah.
Barbiturates. Maybe it's a Texas accent. I don't know.
I picture you, shouldn't be there.
Yeah, I picture you, Joe, watching that, and then when he says diarrhea, and you're kind of pricking your all right.
Oh,
have something
there
here.
were a few moments where I forgot it was anti-drugs. I was like, this sounds pretty fun.
Yeah.
Especially the nicknames for him.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
I want to get some brown horse and play a game of fruit salad. Like,
let's go.
Yeah,
I love that he knew all the words. Brown horse, yellow jackets,
blue dots.
Blue dots.
Oh man! All right, that was good. I've been going through. We do an exercise video montage every year, and we're prepping for our new Volume 11 show we're going to take on the road this summer. And so I've been watching more exercise videos to see if any buzzer beaters make the cut. And I watched one called "Fit for Him," which just when you thought you've seen every religious exercise video and Prazercise and all of those, this one is called "Fit for Him," and it takes place from that same place we saw the Tennessee Flying Windows from. So this is at the end of this tape.
Hi, my name is Jamie Wade Lewis, and I would like to welcome you to Fit for Him, an exercise program that the Lord inspired me with over 5 years ago. This has been a tremendous journey as we have put forth a lot of effort to bring this program to you, but I feel extremely honored and blessed by God that He has chosen all of us to put an exercise program together that will allow us all to become fit for Him. So let's now join Deborah Talley as she leads us in prayer to get us started on our journey to become fit for Him.
Father, we thank you for this opportunity, and Lord, we just thank you for the vision that you've given Jamie these years ago, and that today it becomes a reality. And our focus would be to honor and glorify you in everything that we do, that we would become spiritually fit for you. We ask these things in your name.
Please help us do the jumping jacks correctly.
Strong and secure, built on the rock.
Would you rather have an Angus nightshirt or a Fit for Him shirt tucked into something?
Man, you know I'm gonna get that shirt right away.
Yeah,
that's Sophie's choice.
Question: why is there only one that is blue with a pocket print? What's
she's the leader.
Well, she's the leader.
Okay,
yeah.
She's the
But there was
sergeant.
another woman wearing that too. So.
Oh, is there? Okay. Well, there's they also bring in two ringers from I think their variety show that do kind of a redneck routine. So you'll see them too.
Steadfast and sure, strong and slow, and
there's a big one.
Yeah, it's like corporal, general.
Yeah.
It's like it's a system. that
It's
they have,
as rich as
hierarchy.
military. Yeah.
Well, I need the blue one.
water all around, but the house is dry.
He was sitting up in his room looking around, noticing things. And he started doing the monkey by the time he was probably 8 or 9. Show him the monkey, brother. That's the monkey. That works the upper latissimus section right there.
Thank you for letting me know.
All right.
That. I'm not one who can move high mountains or part the Red Sea.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Now this took me a second. They're not trying to be funny here. The Tally Trio, like, and we found another gospel group called the Florida Boys Quintet or Quartet, and there's 3 of them. So I don't know why people get it wrong.
I think it's just because TNT, you got the alliteration there, right? Tally Trio. I mean, that's the only.
Maybe is one of them pregnant? I don't.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe one of them's the Holy Ghost. Maybe the Holy Ghost
that's
is
what
there.
it
I think
is.
there's a Susan who was home that day.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it'd be the Tally Trinity then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or can I walk on the water like Peter or Jesus?
They certainly had fun making it. I didn't have fun watching it today, but that's Fit for Him. I think now we've gotten all the religious exercise tapes out of our system.
All right.
Now, Josh, you had one called Connections that is
I love this
fascinating.
one.
Yeah, what
I
is
love
this?
this one, man. So AT&T put this out, I believe is in the early 90s, and I've had this tape for a long time. I've written about it. You can watch the whole thing on our YouTube, on the Lunch Meat YouTube. But there is it's interesting because AT&T knew what was going to happen because they already had the tech, or they knew that the tech was being built, and you see some of the things in this video. I don't know what you pulled, Nick, but some of it is just uncanny how they already knew. You got to imagine this was almost 40 years ago, right? So it's just kind of wild, and there's some really cool stuff in it, and there's some funny stuff in it. So figured you'd be able to mine some stuff out of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's so much. It's hard to pick something because they get video conferencing, right? Doing that they get sort of AI with using AI to pick dresses out and see what you'd look like in a dress and stuff. I just picked what I thought was the funniest one, which is what VR, what virtual reality.
Oh, the Mazes and Monsters, that one.
Yeah. So
that's the best thing. Yeah.
Here's a little bit of what's this called again? Connection.
Something in Monsters. Yeah. AT&T Connection.
Hear the sitar there?
लिली, ग्लेन, कैसे हो मेरे बच्चों? लिली, लगता है कि तुम घर जा रही हो।
जी श्रीनान, मैं घर जा रही हूँ। हमने ग्लेन
And they're translating in real time?
बताया
Real-time
है।
translating.
System, hold heroes and horrors.
Heroes.
Zach, you can't quit just when they're about to bite your neck. That's worth 500 points.
I got a message. I gotta put you guys on hold. Network calls on hold. System, message please.
Zach, if this message appears, you've spent more than an hour playing a game, and you know the limits we agreed on, sweetie. So finish up right away, and if you want to stay on the system, then switch to virtual homework, okay?
Release hold on calls.
Mommy checking up on you, Zachary?
Kara, I'm gonna clobber you.
We'll see. You ready to start?
Yeah, resume heroes and horrors.
They had a huge budget for this tape.
I mean,
Kara? Jamie? It's getting late here. I gotta do homework. Goodbye.
Did it freeze up there for a sec?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right after the girl or the vampire comes up, and it cuts back to the kid.
Yeah.
Weird.
Kara? Jamie? It's getting...
Huh.
I mean, but they were like, when they put this out, what was this, like 90 or so?
I think it's 93.
93? Okay. I mean, I feel like they weren't even close to this. I feel like we're just
No.
getting this now.
But they knew. That's why it's creepy. It's because AT&T's vision of the future is like AT&T, like, this is all going to happen. They already have it. And
Yeah.
they probably have stuff that they're going to, it's just like they knew, they just want to keep
Yeah.
milking it for capitalism, dude, and to keep selling you new things and to keep wowing you.
Right.
Right.
The technology has been there for a very long time. And I mean, one of the things I thought, I didn't know if you'd pull it, Nick, but it was like, you know, those foldable phones that people have now? Like,
Yeah,
when this came,
those
when
are
I
back.
first watched it, it was like 10 years ago. I was like, foldable phones, who wants that? Well, they could never do that, you know. And then it came out, and I was like, AT&T connections.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, this thing's fascinating. So yeah,
It's
you put the
crazy.
whole thing up on YouTube, and yeah, it's like 15 minutes long. They clearly had a huge budget because it's AT&T.
Mhm.
It almost felt like what you would do with like the World's Fair or something, where it's like, here's stuff that's in like that
Right.
we're working on, the future today kind of thing. But yeah, they got the Oculus Quest. I was just thinking about that, or what's
Mhm.
the Apple one? They just talked about how if somebody comes into your peripheral vision, it'll interrupt what you're doing on your Apple thing, VR, and so that's kind of like how the mom busted in and said,
Well, the mom, like that was a timed message. So they're showing you that it has
Ah.
smart technology where, like, you've spent an hour on this system, and this message is prompted to send once you're here for an hour.
right.
So it's like that's kind of the implication that I get from it, which I'm sure you could do that. I don't know if any VR systems actually have, you know, time. We have timers for our phones and stuff, so I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
we were watching a video about future technology, and then the video lagged at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
It didn't really play very well.
I think my modern technology is not allowing the 1993 technology to play well.
Yeah, what do you got on that AT&T? You know.
I'm going to show some old technology that a video that Molly Gates sent me, and she showed it to me when we were in Minneapolis. And I think I know why she showed it to me, because there's one part you'll know when you see it. I'm a big fan of throat clearing and coughing, and there's one in here for sure. But this is a very homemade video about how to do the didgeridoo.
Hi, my name is Tim Smith, and this is Jack Mountain Journal. So this week, we're going to be making, playing, and learning how to circular breathe with a didgeridoo. So check this out. The original didgeridoos come from Australia. And what happens there is during the rainy season, the termites get flooded out of the ground. So they climb up into the trees There's a simple exercise, though, that's going to make circular breathing understandable.
Okay, keep that in the video.
I think what he was doing there, it's not explained in this video, but I think that he's blowing out while he's breathing in.
What?
I think it's, yeah. Did you see it? Yeah, watch. He blows the water out while he's breathing in through his nose.
I think if I could do that.
And that's all there is to circular breathing. So there you have it. Now you know how to make, play, and circular breathe on a didgeridoo. For less than $5, you can make yourself a nice musical instrument with endless possibilities. I'm Tim Smith, and we'll see you next time.
That's a PVC pipe, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could have waited till like the summer to shoot that. I mean, it was freezing out there.
And are the possibilities endless? I don't know. I think that they probably end at some point.
Yeah,
I think
he was ripping it pretty good for a second. He was ripping it pretty good, like the like that's.
Oh, he can shred. The dude can
high-level
shred on the didgeridoo. Yeah, but I do like that throat clearing in the middle. I always like it when it's in the middle of the sentence too.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like before they're about to start speaking. It's in the middle of the sentence. That's
I thought the drink of water was something that, like, why did they include that? But I guess that was setting up for the spitting thing, right?
Well, that was the circular breathing. That was like you
right.
blow it out while you're. I think with the didgeridoo, it's about like the prolonging it, so you're breathing while you're breathing in while you're breathing out.
Right.
I think that's the. Yeah.
All right. I found myself actually interested in that.
I did too, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I included it for the throat clearing, but the rest of the video is actually pretty good.
One of the great things about being in this hobby, Josh, I think you'd agree, is that you meet other VHS weirdos, like other collectors, but everybody has a little bit different take on it. And we were in San Francisco, and we met the guys who do basement VHS, and good eggs. They had a great collection of tapes, and but they don't really like digitize anything or cut clips from them. They just have their collection that they bring friends over on Wednesdays and play the tapes, which is great. I love the purity of it, but I also was like, we have to see stuff like the Quantum Leap Convention 1993. We can't just leave that.
That's not just yours. It's not just for you. Share it with the rest of us.
It belongs to the world. So we sat there and watched this in the basement, and it was from a convention where it was almost like at Universal Studios where you could like put yourself in Star Trek or something, you know, and have a souvenir video. They had a thing where fans could get their own video where they interacted with Scott Bakula. So here's the scene that they get to reenact.
Where the hell have you been? Hi, Sam. I got here ahead of you. I'm trying to figure out why you're here.
And?
Don't know yet. Can you order something so we can talk?
You got a menu?
So that's the actor then,
okay,
right? That's the person who's getting the...
Yeah, the woman here is the fan.
She's in front of a green screen.
Yep.
Right now, she's okay.
They left a spot for her. They put her in a green screen, gave her an apron and a diner order card, and I think they told her.
Brilliant, dude. I love
it. It is.
Yeah.
Let me have some chicken and rice would be good.
There's an 83% chance that something terrible is going to happen to this person.
All right, thanks. That'll be it for right now.
No, stop him!
Oh, wait a second.
Ziggy says the person can't go into the kitchen.
All right, come back over here. And,
we're in the wrong diner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to go. I'm gonna have to cancel my order.
I thought they were gonna at least give her a line.
No lines. I don't think they had mics.
When Ziggy's wrong.
Damn.
But they gave her some makeup, like as if it exploded.
They lost.
That's amazing because they have the green screen. They put the quick makeup on her. They had the set. They had to direct her a little bit. I mean, like an average person doesn't know how to take directions, so they had to take a crash course.
She never looked at the camera once.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah,
and
I
there's
wanna
no
know-
sound. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, they didn't have sound, so I think they must have been like telling her, and doing a playback at the time. But yeah, so this is I looked up more about the convention. It was 1993. It was the second annual one. It was at Universal Hollywood, and you can see everybody's involved. The creator, Bakula, you got Stockwell, and then here's a photo of the creator at the convention, and then it looked like they really went all out with the set here and interactive things, and there's even a spot about this in on I think E.
The show Quantum Leap has gathered a following of fans who call themselves Leapers. They held their second convention over the weekend in Los Angeles. More than 1,500 fans of the sci-fi series came to meet, check out paraphernalia, and gather autographs. The show's stars and guest stars answered questions for the crowd.
These are questions like, yes, in episode 74, when you leapt into Tom McGovern, I was really, and it's overwhelming. But they're fans, man. They keep the show going.
Quantum Leap airs Tuesdays on NBC.
Sounds like he was a little derisive of the fans there.
Yeah. Whatever, Doogie.
Yeah, in episode 217. But
a lot of dorks here. A lot of dorks.
Yeah, he couldn't help but point that out. But God bless him.
Wow.
Yeah, but anyway, thanks to the guys
That's
from
dork on dork crime there.
It really was. Facebook VHS. They're going to be on the show, by the way. I'm going to digitize more stuff for us, so they'll be on, I think, in May.
Love Basement VHS. Mad love to them.
Good stuff. Follow them on Instagram in the meantime. All right, Josh,
you got one more on the list here.
One more.
But this is a video that you're going to re-release, right? On
it's already
out.
It's out right
it's
now.
out. Oh, okay. All right, tell us about Red Flag Down.
So Red Flag Down. So I do have the original right here. Now, I got this years ago from Christopher Smith, who was the son of the cinema or the director of photography C. Davis Smith.
Okay.
Now he had those, and I bought the copy of them from years ago and watched it, and I loved it. And it's like this shot on video action comedy, which is kind of like not a very popular genre mix in shot on video, right? It's usually horror or thriller or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I hit him up and I was like, hey, do you want to re-release this? Because the copies of the movie now are going for like $200, $300 because it's very rare. It's a kind of a personal press from years ago. So I reissued it, and I just want people to be able to see this rare shot on video film, man. It's really cool.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it. I didn't know it was out already. But I got to see this movie. I got to pick up the Lunch Meat release because this is just the minute and a half you sent me is amazing. Here we go. Red Flag Down.
Motherfuckers! Come in. What the hell is going on here?
Exactly.
We just killed 5 people out there.
5 dead people down there in the woods. What are you using, real bullets?
Yeah, they're using real bullets.
These guns are not supposed to be real.
No, they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be stunt guns, target guns. They'll stun you and they're killing people.
What are you into? What kind of thing is going on up here? These things are not supposed to be happening.
Listen to me. I want to know what's going on right now and why we are being framed for murder here.
Why do you think we did it? Why the fuck do you think we brought that reporter up here? For the publicity, man. The fucking publicity on this is gonna be incredible.
Oh, you think I'm gonna give you good publicity? The only publicity you're gonna get is on the front page for murder.
We're taking you two down, man.
Only if you get to tell the story. Hey, I just got a fucking idea. Why don't we go out and play the game? And whoever wins gets to tell their side of the story.
Wait, Josh, did he shave? Is that shaved mustache or is it just gray?
I've never seen a mustache.
Oh,
like
no,
this
that is
before.
shaved. Yeah.
Okay.
This guy is, if you can't tell already, batshit bonkers and hilarious the whole way through. Like every time he's on screen, it's amazing.
Yeah.
No, that's a shaved mustache.
Shaved, got it.
His mustache is its own character for sure. So.
Really? Okay.
One of us against the two of you. No contest, man.
Then, well, let's make the sides more even.
Good effect.
I wonder if he meant to knock over the wine bottle.
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
You bastard.
He says bastard there.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks. I didn't realize it was a comedy. It's like a Lethal Weapon style, or what's?
I mean, it has comedic elements to it, and that character
Okay.
especially is kind of just like Looney
Over the
Tunes,
top,
and
yeah,
and the two characters. But the real thing is, it's more like an action movie. There's a lot of squibs. There's a lot of gun shooting. There's people
Yeah.
running around and getting shot. Things like that. There is gore, as you saw, but the twist ending, my friends, is where it's all about.
Really? Okay.
That's a good tease.
And what
All right.
year was that? Was that 90s? That had to
Yeah,
have
I
been
believe
90s.
it's 90.
Said 92 on the
92. Yeah,
I was
it's
wondering
92.
if it was post Pulp Fiction, but it doesn't
Pre.
sound like it was. It would have been
Yeah.
pre Pulp Fiction then, because it seemed like it was one of those movies that came out after Pulp Fiction. Didn't it? It kind of felt like that, but maybe it influenced Pulp Fiction. I don't know.
I
it's
can see
entirely
Tarantino
possible,
getting
dude.
a copy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, well,
Um,
Josh, you sent us one more clip, but we're going to go out on it. It's called Moo to You, so stick around for that. Is that it for raviolis, though?
That's it for Ravs.
Close it up.
Shows your raviolis. Shows your raviolis. Shows your raviolis.
I just have one nice thing to play. Steve, roll nice things, please.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it finally arrived. My new Illinois driver's license finally arrived.
Okay.
Josh, I don't know if you know or not, but I get dressed up for my driver's license pictures.
I did know this.
It comes once every 8 years, and I want to get
Mhm.
dressed up. And so it was Bob Hedges' idea to that I shave off. I grow out my hair and my beard, and I shave off all the hair to the left side of my face. And I was like, that's brilliant, because that's doable. It's so easy. So I did it. And so here's me before. This is right when I sat in the barber's chair. I had my barber do it, or my hair cutter, whatever you call. And then I think I look kind of cool right there. Like I could have stopped there and looked pretty badass, right? But no.
It's supposed to apocalyptic. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, exactly. But then she goes, if you cut it down here, then you can, when you're done, you can shave it down. And I was like, no, we got to go down to skin. So she took me down to skin there. And then she laid me back, do my beard. She got my beard. And then she fluffed it all out.
Yeah, the fluff makes a big difference.
She's good. Jackie is good. Jackie is.
You look like your dad there for some reason.
Yeah,
you could see more of the face.
A lot of people have told me that I
Yeah.
look a lot like my dad. But here it is, the unveiling. It finally arrived.
Yeah, let's see the
last
finished
week.
product.
Here it is, Illinois license plate. There it is.
Wow, even better.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Even
And
better than I'd hoped.
I was practicing the half smile. So like if you cover up the right side of my face, I'm kind of going down, but on my left side I'm kind of going up. And it took a long time to practice that and get it right. So
we cover it up. Yeah, there's a bit of an Uncle Fester if you cover up the hair side. It's
thank you, Nick. Yeah, I've been told curly. I've been told Uncle
definitely.
Fester. All sorts of compliments
Yeah,
I've been given.
If you,
Yeah.
cover up the bald side, you look like a maniacal killer. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it works both
Definitely.
ways.
Yeah, no, it's great on both sides. Maniacal killer on one side and Uncle Fester on the other. It's great. Yep.
I expect 8x10 glossies at your table for the rest of the year now.
I will. I'll have those there.
We should, yeah, we should give out
for
copies
sure.
and keep the license number on there and the address and everything.
All that stuff. I want
You're
everybody.
gonna make so many new friends.
Uh-huh.
That is a hell of a nice thing. Let's close up nice things real quick to make it official.
This week for EP, this is for our patrons, $10 and up. We have a special show on Thursday nights. George has been joining us. If you need your George fix, tune in for that. I had the idea. I just found all these. Nick inherited the David Letterman collection when David Letterman retired, and he had a bunch of VHS tapes, and they had a bunch of local commercials from all around the country that they had collected. So I have that. I found that on one of those
Oh
hard
yeah,
drives.
we could watch that full reel. That'd be fun.
Yeah, let's watch all. As many as we can take.
And then Rewindo, that's our streaming service. You can sign up for. I think we have a free trial. It's like Netflix, it streams to wherever, but it's all VHS stuff, including full versions. I put up one called Spring Holiday Secrets. So it's all crafting ideas for
Don't tell the secret, Nick. Don't tell the secret.
Spring holidays, and I'm not going to give it away. You got to sign up for Rewindo to see that. And then Saturday, we couldn't get enough of Skip last week, so Skip from AV Geeks is back. And I loved this. We already taped it, but it's called The Puppy Who Saved the Circus. So it's got a puppy in it. It's got some voice talent I recognize, and it's got clowns in it.
Evil Russian clowns.
Evil Russian clowns.
Yep.
And so that's going to be a fun one. And then next week, Mike Drucker, who used to work for Nintendo, is going to join us. He's got a new book out called Good Game, No Rematch. And I've pulled at least a couple video game clips, including these tips for Street Fighter 2. You'll never guess how much I paid for this video.
$100.
Close. $1.
But why would they put the price in Sharpie on the front?
Yeah, exactly.
That's just all right.
VHS tapes were not valuable or worth anything for many years. So anyway, Mike Drucker will join us next week. But Josh, it's been a delight to have you.
Always a pleasure.
Lunch Meat's always doing good stuff, and VHS Fest is coming back this summer at the Mahoning.
Oh yeah, July 11th. 12th,
Well,
and 13th.
is there a chance we can see Red Flag Down on the big screen there? Because you curate it, right?
Yeah, I do. Red Flag Down on the big screen is not a bad idea. I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah.
So we're already slated for this year. We'll be announcing soon.
Okay.
And then next year is the 10-year anniversary. So
wow, I can't believe 10 years. That it keeps growing. It gets bigger and bigger. So it'll sell out very soon.
It's the highlight of the summer every single year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to it every year. Yeah, it's like going to VH summer camp, for 3 days. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. VH
yeah, like every video weirdo is there who can make it to Pennsylvania. And okay, so we're gonna go out on Moo to You. It's a rap song with a CGI animated cow in it. I don't think you need to know anything more. But one thing, Josh, you should know is we say a catchphrase on the way out. So
have your catchphrase locked and loaded, ready to go. You have some time. I'm going to say one, and then Nick's going to say one, then Steve's going to say one, and then you have to say your catchphrase. Okay? All right, here we go. That's all. That's it. If we had been prepared, we could have done better.
We'll see you down the road to Clowndom.
Continued success, everyone.
Rewind or die.
Yes.
Ah, yeah. Move, gimme, move, gimme, move, move, gimme, move, gimme, move, gimme, move. Yeah. Wild milk. Oh, yeah. Comes in flavors. Pick your favorite. Cows make the milk. You gotta love her. It don't matter if you're a sipper or a chugger. You're gonna drink it. You're gonna think it. Tastes good, like it should. In a carton, bottle, or jug. It's so much fun to chug, chug, chug. Now what you gotta have? Milk, wild milk. What makes you wanna lie? Wild, wild milk. Milk, wild milk. I'm drinking it. Milk, wild milk. I'm thinking it. Milk, wild milk. Cows making milk, wild milk. I'm taking it.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That had done it.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
In 8.
Mine not there for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Cheerio. Continued success. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Sizzler.
Tinkerbell!
Hasta la vista, baby. And I got that from Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor from California.
We'll be right back right after that. Good luck from all of us at Hagen.
And Kurt Polster, the real great guy.
Nice, nice.
Goodbye.
Chucky, better luck next time.
Jim's coins in Hilldale.